Hello Universe, this is Gypsy. This is my Palette of the Week video. I wanted to introduce you to my baby Rizzo. He doesn't like to be held. This is my little old dog. He's going to be 15 years old next month. I love my baby Rizzo. Yeah, he's not very happy being held right now, so I'm going to put him down and let him go be happy in his little bed. But I wanted to introduce you to him because he's always making those little rattling noises with his collar in the background. My co-star, sweet Rizzo. Last week's palette was called But First Makeup by Nicole Miller. It's something that I found at Ross's. Gonna open it and let you take a peek. It's dark outside. I'm up early again, so I've got a makeup light down here that I'm using to supplement my light because I don't have a ring light or anything like that, and I'm using my phone to record because the camera that I purchased from Kodak years ago more or less came defective from the factory. It never worked, and they never made good on it either. I'm holding it up close just so you can see some of the colors. I'm trying to turn it so you can see what we're talking about. I like the diversity in this palette as far as the colors. The one dark color right here, I guess it's a gray. It wasn't overpowering like some of the blacks that are in the palettes that we purchase these days. And honestly, the black that's in my Pan as Old as Time project, my old Avon palette, that's not an overpowering black either. I can wear it in the crease and upper area, and it blends out nicely. It's just not a look that I do a lot. Black eyeliners or eyeshadows, not a look, but the one that's in the Pan as Old as Time project is doable. It can be worn. I've reached into this palette this week and I've tried to touch upon all the colors, but I wasn't successful. There's too much to choose from. I reached into this peachy color quite a bit for the lids, and I would try to find a complementary color that would go with it for the crease area. But honestly, these are supposed to simply be complementing the big project of the year, and it's hard when you've got new colors like this to play with and they're so beautiful not to focus on the palette of the week when your focus should be the That palette of the year. But I'm enjoying my collection, and don't you think that's the most important thing, is to really enjoy your makeup and to enjoy your collection. Some of these, depending on what kind of brush I used, would be powdery. I'm not using any type of foam applicator. I have a little brush collection. One of my friends, who's also in the makeup community, did a makeup application on her channel, and she used this type of brush, let's see, to apply her eyeshadow, and I've been trying that, and it's been fun. I've enjoyed this more than the typical brush that I use, which is a harder brush. Let me see if I can pick it up real quick. Yeah, this is the one that I normally apply eyeshadow with, and it's a hard brush, and it packs a lot of color on. The other brush that I showed you a second ago is more of a blending brush. It doesn't pick up as much color, but I think the application is more precise. When I use my blacks or the dark colors, I guess more or less just to set the brown eyeshadow, I'll go for something much narrower like that. But that was the original reason I came to YouTube, was to learn more techniques. I had plenty of makeup, but unfortunately, it seems like the instructors, the makeup gurus, stimulate purchases. So that's, you know, the more you seem to watch those tutorials, the more cravings you'll have for makeup. So this has been the palette of the week. I've enjoyed this. It's got good staying powder. It doesn't powder up terribly bad. I mean, it is a powder eyeshadow. They have frosts to them, so the look that I wanted to have the light color on the lid, and then my Pan That palette to smoke out the V or the 7 that I draw, and then a little under the brow, just like a highlighter. It's achieved that purpose, and I'm actually very pleased with the quality. The price was excellent. I think it was $5.99 and they marked it down again. I think this was the one that was $3.99 at Ross's. This week's palette of the week is something that I got in my Ipsy box. It's by Pacifica. I've used it briefly before. It's called Beach Crystals. That's the name of the color story. I'm going to see if I can get close to you and tilt it so that the makeup light will help you see the colors. I went ahead and put on, and the individual colors don't have names, so starting from this direction and heading in that direction, I used the first one and the third one in today's application with the olive that's in my Pan As Old As Time, because these Pan That palettes of the week, I'm not panning them, I'm using them. I'm rotating a palette a week to complement my Pan As Old As Time, and these I feel like did do that. And I don't even know if I've got enough light to close my eyes and let you see. I'm using a brown eyeliner, and I'm a creature of habit. If I pick a foundation to wear, I'll wear it until it's gone. I've picked a brown eyeliner in my Panning My Mental Health project. I'll wear it until it's gone. I will tell you that because the brown is darker than the other two eyeshadows I rotated through that, or eyeliners that I rotated through that project, they went quickly. I started with the baby blue that I'd had from high school, believe it or not. I graduated class of 82. Panned that out, used that up, rolled in a coal color eyeliner, panned that out, used that up. Now I'm working on brown, a brown L'Oreal. And you just don't need a lot, but I'll wear a brown all year long until I use it up. And it's the same with lip products, blushes. I don't feel the need to rotate those products, but eyeshadow I like to play with. I don't want to wear the same look every day. I know some people probably do. They have their eye look staple, and if you're one of those folks that does an eye look staple, I'd be curious, if you have a video, I'd be curious to see what is your staple look that you gravitate to. I don't have a staple look as far as colors, and that's probably why the largest portion of this collection that I'm working my way through by panning, working down, is eyeshadows. And I also feel like eyeshadows are something that I can keep forever. I don't care what the expiration date says. If it's not causing me problems with my eyes and it's still performing, I'm going to wear it. The other products, I'm perfectly content to pan them all the way down to 1. I don't care how many eyeliners I have. I don't care how many blushes I have. To me, foundation, concealer, blush, eyeliner, mascara, even lip products, I could have 1 of each and feel complete, but I want tons of eyeshadow. That's my kryptonite. I love playing with the eyeshadow looks. The rest of it I don't care about. I just want a basic, you know, cover the dark lines under the eyes, even out the skin tone, a little bit of blush, and I'm good to go. I don't care about the rest of it, but I do want to play with eyeshadows. So this is going to be my palette of the week this week. I will come back and give you an update on how it performed. I'd worn it once in the past when I first got it, and it seems like I enjoyed it. this application that I put on today, it didn't powder up or make a mess. So basically it's going to be how many looks can I squeeze out of this little thing and have it complement my pannas all this time. And I'll come back in a week and let you know how it's going. I need to record my empties video, even though we're not quite at the end of the month. We're so close to the end of the month. This is my day off. I need to go ahead and get that done. The first of the month, which falls in the middle of the week, I'm involved in 2 other projects that are going to require updates. So I'm going to see if I can record those on my days off, because I believe I work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I believe I'm working, or I've been predominantly working early day shift, but they're starting to add evenings in, because you have to know how to close the clinic as well. I'm going to be a team leader at my clinic. It's been a slow process of training. Train as a PCT, you know, get the basics in, then you move to nurse, then you move to team leader, and then you move on through. A lot of training involved. Got to be expensive for this company to train these folks the way that they do, but you have to do it this way. It's a very complicated, technical nursing position. I am a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for close to a decade and a half. It's not that I'm not an experienced nurse, it's just that dialysis is new to me. And this is their procedure, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful that they do things the way that they do. So I will be back next week to let you know how this performed, and we will select another palette to play with, because I've got plenty of palettes to play with. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to. I play with makeup a lot on this channel. I have been anyway, but I have all kinds of things on this channel. I own a farm and do farm videos. I do costuming. That's my side hustle. So sometimes I'll put up a lookbook. Oh, I've got to do a lookbook for the month of January. I almost forgot. Got to do that too. Okay. Got a lot to do this week. So I'll see you guys again in a week with a new palette. Have a great day.